What's up, boys? I just finished my Monster Energy, and it's time to send it on the CR480. Shane, what's up with this bike?
So we got this CR480 from Untitled Rewind. I had found it on Facebook and actually sent it to Kenny. And anytime we see a big bore Honda and a good specimen like this thing, well, we're all addicts here. We're all addicted to big bore Honda, so we had to buy it.
Was it you that said this is the finest CR480 you've ever seen?
This is, and not only that, this is the last year of the CR480. This is an 83.
No, this is the finest one yet. Tell them what you said.
Yeah, this is definitely the finest CR480 I have ever seen in the year and a half, 2 years I've been here. You can look at the bottom, the frame rails, the engine, swing arm, running gear. It really doesn't have any major imperfections. Again, like I said, the swing arm too, that's its original finish, that brush look to it.
Good Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, we may be a little jaded here because of all the kick-ass bikes that we've seen. Literally thousands. We go to MX Rewind, we go to Daytona, we go to Mid-Ohio Vintage Days, and to hear our guys, to hear Shane say this is the nicest 480R he's ever seen, I can just, and hearing the professor go, I love the way this motor sounds, better than the liquid cool bikes, the ring ting coming off the cylinders. I just want to take the mic and drop it. What else can I say? This thing's straight up badass.
Well, it goes a little further than that. We spent a lot of time dialing this one in and jetting it, and this is a very healthy motor.
in a very tight chassis. It goes beyond looks and the fit and finish.
Oh, she's absolutely stunning. I guess we'll start with the motor. The motor is in absolutely pristine condition. You can see it has new ignition cover, gaskets all on the engine. The previous owner had rebuilt it, so the compression tested perfect. The cases are in perfect shape. The frame's mint. It looked really nice when we got it. Usually they need a lot of love. This one looked really nice. We just took it to the next level. Starting with the exhaust, it's got the factory style uncoated PFR exhaust and silencer. Look at the silencer on this thing, man. That's straight up badass. Look at that thing. Looks like something that was on a factory bike from 1983. It's got a new seat cover on it. It has a brand new front fender, VMX, top of the line front fender, new number plate. It's got a new rear fender, new side panels, all new graphics, and it has a brand new gas tank on it. So it's about as good as it's ever going to get, folks. Cosmetically and mechanically, it's perfect. Has a brand new set of Hoosier tires, front and rear. Some nice upgrades on it. The suspension was sent up to Race Tech, and it was completely rebuilt. As you can see, it's got a new rubber bumper on the bottom. The shock shaft looks brand new. The spring is brand new, and it has a Race Tech gold valve conversion. So it's gonna handle. The suspension is a 10 on this thing. It handled absolutely awesome. Front forks are the long travel forward axle Kayaba forks. 1983 model. Last year of the 480. This one has nice beefy set of Hoosiers on there. Has a brand new gold chain on it. The brakes are on point. It's also been upgraded in a couple other key areas. Let's start with the controls. The stock handlebars always left something to be desired. These are the top of the line Renthal bars. These are the 809s with the Renthal crossbar pad. A set of the ODI grips, which are really nice. The levers appear to be brand new, as does the perches and the rubber covers for the perches and the cables. Everything just looks beautiful on this bike, folks. Key and carburetors tuned to perfection by the Wizard. Brand new air filter. Obviously new gas tank, new fuel line, new air filter. Carb's been rebuilt. Engine's been rebuilt. You see all new gaskets on the intake and the ignition and everywhere on it. So just a beautiful piece. The pegs have also been upgraded too. If you remember, these were about half the size of this in '83. One of the areas that they really lacked back then, where they didn't realize fatter pegs were a lot easier on your feet. So the nice upgraded set of pegs. The original aluminum brake lever is in perfect condition, as is the spring and the whole system. The brakes work beautifully. It has been polished. Also, all the hardware is in beautiful shape on it. The swing arm is on this side. It's not dented, or usually they're all dented up from racing and everything. This one's in pristine condition, as is this side over here. Looks to be pristine, no dings in it either. The original brake pedal or brake stay is in mint shape, as is the original chain guide. Just a stunning piece. This was the first year of the removable subframe, and it's just an awesome piece, man. It's got the #1 graphics on it because, well, it is #1. So let me take a look at the work order, see if I missed anything here. The good news is everything's done on it. The bad news is that we invested $4,475, a total of 30 hours labor plus parts. The whole bike was stripped right down to the frame. It was steam cleaned. The frame and the subframe were painted the VMX orange. It was an in-frame. The engine wasn't removed, just all the componentry. The wheels were taken off front and rear. Shock, everything's been off the bike. Chains, everything. So stripped it right down, steam cleaned, so it was absolutely spotless. The hubs were touched up, the black. The engine cylinder and the head were repainted to high temp semi-black. The kicker and the rear brake lever were polished. The forks, as you can see, aluminum on them, were lightly polished. The airbox was cleaned inside and out. A new air filter was installed. Again, carb was cleaned, rejetted, and new vent hoses and new fuel line. So the vent hoses are brand new too. PFR pipe and silencer are just awesome. It hooks up crazy, as does the Hoosier tires. Another thing I found out is the Hoosier tires are actually lighter than the Dunlops. Todd Rashad, local pro rider, sponsored by Hoosier, said he weighed them. They're about 2 pounds lighter on the rear, which is pretty significant. Not that you need it on this bike; it's got so much torque. But
yeah, the guys at Hoosier are doing an awesome job. And while we're on the topic, guys, you boys down at PFR Racing, shoot me an email through the website. I want to talk with you guys and work out a little deal. We really like your products, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been using them on a lot of our vintage bikes. VMX Plastics has been hooking us up big time. He's been giving Shane special pricing on everything. And in my opinion, they are, not in my opinion, it's just widely known. Look at the front fender on this thing. Do a close-up on it. It is absolutely stunning, the fit and finish on it.
It's the highest quality reproduction set available.
They're expensive, but worth it. Absolutely. So Well, we started with a really mint original Survivor, and we took it over the top, as usual, into the finish line, just the way it should be. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. These CRs are getting to be extremely rare, this vintage, to find in this kind of shape. And to do a frame-off restoration, they start at around $5,000, depending on what you're doing. This one's got the Race Tech Gold Valve shock, the PFR pipe, Renthal bars, Hoosier tires, gold chain and sprockets, all new componentry where needed. So just a stunning piece. Sure to bring miles of smiles, and what a bike to take the Unadilla for BMX, for the Vintage Rewind. So we're out to Mid-Ohio. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. As always, God bless America.
Have a productive week, guys. Thanks for watching.